Here we go. Welcome yourselves to the channel, guys. So the first video was a first look. That's down on the channel. I'm going to do a proper playthrough now that I've got all the time in the world to do so. Here's our coat of arms. Here's our portrait. And there's our name. Let's go. We're going to keep it as a default on the restoring the peace here. End goal is going to be domination. And everything else is going to be as is. So I think we'll keep this and we'll get going. And here we are. The absolute beauty continues. So the new message, let's get it going. Build up your town, your manor, and when ready, press claims towards regions owned by your opponents. I'll unite these lands under my rule. So I'm just going to pause it. So we need food and fuel. We know those little bits, and here we are. So I'm going to go into it. Control C is to go into the kind of like a photo mode almost, or cinematic mode. Oh. Now we can always go down in and say a little hello to everyone. Although it starts us on the road, actually, weirdly. That's fine. Let's pause it up and let's get the starts of our colony going. Let's take a look here and see what we're working with. So we have wild animals. So that might be... We also got the berry deposit over here. We'd probably be safe trying to connect into this road and building towards this then. So we can grab those berries early on. We do have 4 months worth of food anyway. So I'm actually going to place a point. Probably go this way, actually. And we're going to connect in for that. Let's start that road there. And what I'm also going to do is go into the food side of things here, because I'm just going to skip that one. We actually start on a really good spot for farming here, don't we? So we've got this, a plot in the fields. We know that anyway. What we want to do is probably build this part here. First bit farming, we have either side. Oh, this is good. This cut in the road could be the start of all things great, right? So first things first, then we're going to come this way, and it's going to be a very own logging camp off this piece of road here that we did connect into. And then the construction will begin. And then we're going to grab a little bit of a road, probably. Kind of want to build it up into the forest a little bit. And then over here, we'll have the forager's hut as well. So I'll get those two in to start, and then we'll get the other things going. So we're going to play this. Probably speed it up. Z and X are to go fast and slow as well. So that'll speed the game up. But guys, I hope you're doing well, and thank you so much for being here anyway. If you've even come this far and clicked on the video, I really, really appreciate you. A little like goes a massive way. And if you aren't already, please do consider subbing, because I love all things City Builder. I just love this. I may even follow them along. Where are they? There they are. It's like the best thing ever. The best thing you can add to any City Builder game is the ability to watch as things progress. It's just beautiful. The ox right there that drags all of the wood across. Alright, let's have a quick brief look over some of this as well. So you've got living spaces, you've got unassigned workers. These are total population is this, but you've got 8 adults, 2 children. And then you've got 5 unassigned. So we don't need to worry about that just yet, though. Once you get the houses and stuff in and satisfy their needs, you start gaining the extra colonists that come in as well. If you hover over each one of these, you'll see multiple different construction items. Now, there's some things, because it's early access, then you kind of have... There's some things missing, basically, is what I'll say. So, things like tools, I think, there's no point in doing them yet. But obviously, they will come. Don't know what point. Up here, we've got the number of supplies before they run out. So, at the moment, we've got no fuel, but we'll have that as soon as we start cutting down. Just going to speed up so they can get across to it. And then we've got 4 months of fuel as well. And then just the 1 livestock. Public order's good, and then you've got population growth with morale, which we'll get into once the houses are built. So we'll watch as they slowly go ahead and start building out there. So this one actually just needs 2 logs. It's going to take a little while for them to transfer it across, so I will speed it. So I'm going to go to 3x here so the oxen can go and grab that wood, because we've made the decision to move away from this starting bit and get going over here, which actually is painful, but it's going to pay off in the end. As you see, we've got clay deposit, we've got berries, and we've got the stone deposit and an iron deposit there. We can obviously get out hunting eventually anyway over here. I'm just going to slow it down as we view what this message is. They're just waiting for it. I have heard of your renown. I only seek to defend my rights and my honor against those who would wrong me. I hope you will not judge me by the rumors and slanders that some may spread about me. Signed and sealed by my own seal, Huldbolt van Bunrenut. I don't know if I'm doing that properly. At the moment, you can write back, but I don't have any means to write back just yet. There's nothing I really want to say. I'm just going to show you what this is here as well. So we've got exposed goods. So the storage of items over there are going to need to be transferred. Same with that. And then homelessness. So this gives you a bit of a brief understanding of what's going wrong here. But again, we could go with priorities anyway. So I'll prioritize that one. And then the berry one, we'll have that. Can you go higher? We'll go high, then very high. And then over here, I'll start to get the storages. So let me see. We're going to go into logistics then, just down here, this little tab, and we're going to grab a granary. So granary, though, we're going to want to be a little bit closer to this one. I do kind of want the start of the town centre at this cut here, though. And it's not kind of on our roads, but it's going to be on the main big roads. I think that's going to be a good shout. It's a bit hilly, but I think it should be good. Fork in the road, maybe. Granary there. And then we'll keep that at medium, so they do the other stuff first. So it does require 10 stone. We should have 20, I think you start with. Oh, 10. So we're going to need to get some mining eventually anyway. And now this is done, we're going to assign a worker to it. I'm only going to grab one. And hopefully they'll store over here once it's done. So actually, I think I'll get that to very high. That's the granary though, isn't it? Yeah, we'll get that moved over and then we'll get a storehouse once again. Let's go. Let's start here. Obviously, you can move buildings anyway. We'll get that one very high. Sorry, highest. Then very high. That can go down. Oh, look at this. I just found a shrine. Just out in the wild. There you go. A random little shrine there. So, cosmetic use only. I'm guessing at some point that you can do something with it. And there they go. Casually starting to work on the forager's hut over here. Tried to carve me a new nipple, really? So I'm going to start to relocate these other things. We've got a hitching post, which I'm going to relocate to there. And then I'm also going to relocate... Oh, I don't think the homeless guys you can relocate, actually. We've just got the supplies that will need to obviously be moved over when they've got all these things done. So yeah, I'll move the hitching post over here. If you're wondering, by the way, with the hitching post, once it's up and running, you can actually... When you've got silver, you can order another ox and horses as well. It's what you kind of need to be efficient. So it's worth keeping that in mind as well. There it goes. The ox once again bringing that across. I am speeding this through to try and get this stuff done. They're doing the hitching post at the moment. That's fine. Conscious, I'm trying to keep the amount of workers as low as possible on these for now, because you don't have that many to assign until you've got your houses up. So we want to make sure we're doing that. There we go. And there's the storehouse. So I'm going to assign one person to that. Hopefully they'll grab all of this stuff from over here and start to bring it this way. And here they go, casually building now on the forager's hut. I love it. Once the ingredients are in, it starts to just pop up so beautifully. You're doing a great job. Not bad, not bad. So we're just waiting on... that's fine. He just needs to finish it then. They're getting to work quite nicely. The two of them working on it. I love how it goes in block for block, man. It's just crazy. Splendid work on the roof, good sirs. And boom, there is the forager's hut. So for the time being then, we've only got 3 months of food. Let's get one person assigned to the forager's hut, and then we've got 2 people we can go with on building. So it's going to take a little while transporting that over. So we're basically getting the real beginnings of the infrastructure in. And then I can start the housing. And as I say, let's take a quick look at what we're going to do for the farms again. Don't know if there's a hotkey for this, by the way, guys, to see the fertility. Let me know. Emma fertility, flax fertility, barley fertility, and rye. And then underground... Oh, we need to get the well, don't we? So the main thing's going to be food, though. So we're going to start that over here. Don't know if we've got any good fertility for much else. We're going to have to put flax maybe over here, then. Barley. Oh, look at these other zones. Oh, hello. This is a very fertile area that we'd have to take over as well. Barley, not so much. Yeah, this is just the place here, isn't it? Same with rye. We can put rye. We've got plenty of space for that at the moment then. Cool. All right, what we'll do then is get our well going. All right, there it is. So, as I say, we're going to get our first bit of housing over this way, I think. I think it doesn't hurt to get the well down by these guys. We want it relatively close-ish to this. I think there's going to be good. And then I'm going to start planning a little bit of residential. And I think I want to come up into the hills. What is this? Destroyed windmill. Rebuild. Ooh. Hey, I didn't know this was on it. Granary remains as well. We can rebuild that stuff. Okay, there's a windmill there, so maybe the wheat farm should go that way. Cool, good to know. Let's get our burgish plots on the go then. So let's plot these up here, I think. Let's see how many we can fit here. So 4 should cover us to start with. And we want them to have a bit of land. The idea is to have a nice bit of land, right? And it doesn't need to be perfect. Let's go. It's going to cost us 8 wood. We'll leave those in there, though. That's going to be the start of something great. And yeah, it looks like they set this mill up to farm on this land here, so that's going to be good. All right, hitching post has been done. So we're not going to pop anyone on it yet, though, so we don't need to worry about that just yet until we get the houses done. They're all now starting to transport everything over to our thingies. So the first bit was to set this up. I think it's going to pay off late game for sure. So all of these food supplies will be moved over. And then we can focus on getting these houses up and running here. And town centre is going to be right there, bang in the middle of all resources. I think that's quite a good shout. Whilst we're waiting for them to bring this stuff along, I'm going to go ahead and get in some basic roads around the region here. But I don't want it to be full-on gritty. It's going to be free-flowing, natural, and fun. So we're going to utilise the roads that are already in place for us and make them work. And that's how we're going to kind of do things. And I think I want to cut through this forest point here. So we're going to have a nice fork in the road. But it's actually going to come in like this. Right, so you can come through. And that's going to be how they get across to the farmland over here. We're now in April. I'll just show you this here real quick. So during the spring, in the first year, we have March to May. So frequent raining, seasonal deposits regrow, and then summer crops grow. So we need to get possible droughts in summer. We need to make sure we're ready for the farming for the summer as well. At the moment, though, we're going to rely on the berries for a little bit. It's going to be, it's not the best, but they will get some in, so we should be okay. And then we'll get a firewood splitter eventually at some point as well. But until then, they're slowly going to build out our first homes as well with the logs. And yeah, leave the garden plots. You can eventually give them like chickens and things like that. So the reason we're keeping that open is for that reason. Right, exposed stocks are getting soaked. I'm working on it, guys. I know. It's our bread. Bread and tools getting soaked. Who likes soggy bread? Oh, dear. It's almost there. I know. The stone is coming across. I think they can only carry one at a time, I think. So that's okay. I think we might be able to. I'm keeping the timber rolling, so we've got a little bit of a surplus for it, because it's going to take a little bit to get this going. So I'm going to make sure the granary is focused first. Always going to be that nice, slow start as we do everything. I wonder what the rain looks like during this. There's the old mill that's broken down over there, look. Oh, man. Look at our little buildings in the distance. Oh, you've got to admit, that is just crazy. And then we got our house plots here. It's on a bit of a hill, actually. Quite a big bit of a hill. What I have noticed is it doesn't matter which guy you choose. He always looks like this. So, but that'll be fine. Once they start to get these up, we'll have happy villagers. Again, I'll say it as always, like I do on the videos as well. Please do pop the tips in. As and when. I'm going to be taking my time anyway, so but yeah, feel free. Nothing like telling me how to play, because I'm going to build my own way, but if there's little tips that I'm missing out on, do let me know. Just keeping a close eye here. We're working pretty well. It's tempting just to bring the wood choppers down for a moment,
this is heavier than it looks.
Purely so I can get more people building, and then they should run through and get all these houses going, because at the moment they're just transporting. So that one, first house does now have the logs in, and the rain has stopped. Hopefully this gets done now. So we should be able to watch them get to work on our granary here. It's a nice looking building, actually, the granary too. You got to appreciate the music too, right?
Hey, bring that piece over here.
Hey, you know when you're playing a game and you're just grinning the whole time? That is me with this.
Carry this
Obviously, we've been waiting a couple of years now for it. So we have every right to be like that, right?
Is this smooth enough?
There it is. Going up. Speed that up whilst he gets this finished, though. It's really important that this gets done so we can start storing the berries there as well. Pretty sure you can. Once it's built, you can choose what goes in there too, so you can have separate buildings for each like item of food and things like that if you want to do that. And the well has just completed. I forgot we even put that bad boy down, so that's awesome. And there it is. You don't need to do anything with this one. They just pump on the the lever there to get themselves some water from the well. It's very cool. And it looks like they've started the construction now on the housing too. And there's the granary too. Oh, nice. Good news then. We're keeping the food levels up to where we want them. Around 4 months. All we're going to need to do... Oh, hello. First house. We're just going to need to basically make sure we've got enough food for the winter when it hits as well. So we want to get through the first one. Let me just show you what you have here. So you can do backyard extensions. We can go outward. So they can have nice long thingies here, which is good. And they've got their own extensions anyway. So in here, you've got your requirements. Water access, church level. And then inside, you'll have different ornaments and types of things here. So in here, you can obviously do vegetable garden. You can do a chicken coop. We don't have the gold for any of this yet. And then goat shed as well. So all of this stuff will allow growing of this size as well. So it's really cool. You can build full-on farmer housing and stuff. So it's going to be a good start and everything going with them. But I think once we have these in, we're going to start to see the population increase. We're already on 11 now. So 3 children. So someone did have a baby the moment that house went in, the dirty dogs. And now we're going to go back to 1 in the logging camp. That should be okay. And then the rest will continue to get the housing in here. Look how each will look slightly different too. It's awesome. They should have more than enough space to do certain things. So if we were to go like chicken coop, look at that. Oh, construction started. I didn't even realize you could start that. We haven't even got the gold for it, right? Requires refueling. Okay. I just want to test it because I haven't actually done that yet. So that'll be cool. And then we'll go on to fire splitting at some point as well. So we're going to need that. So at the moment, we obviously need a replanter as well, but that's okay. Don't need to worry just yet on that one. So we've got our logging camp. The woodcutter's lodge should go relatively close, and I think it should go right next to it. There we go. And we'll get that one in. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to snap a road from our passing piece in here. And we're just going to bring it down this way. Like so. And that's going to be pretty cool there. So you've got a nice little parkway that you can go through the woods. Little crossroads here. For when we eventually move the logging camp into there. When it cuts down a little bit. For the time being, we want the walking distance to be a little bit less. Look at this. So now we've got the chicken coop in place. We now have chickens in their garden. That is amazing. Keep pressing escape instead of control C. It's control C to go into cinematic view. But there you have it. There are the chickens right there. And then number 3 on the housing finished. So we are officially up to, okay, 12 population. I don't plan on growing really fast. I think that would be really stupid to do so. We want to be just keeping in a good position where we're leveling out, kind of. There you go. We're getting eggs now. You see the food? We're getting eggs from those chicken coops right there. Family member joins one of the settlers. Nice. That's another child as well. So I don't know how many houses we're going to need. But as you can see, it'll do residing families. You need to be on top of the families here. So we've got 5 level 1 families. So we need 1 more house. And actually, I don't think I want them all together in big chunks like this. So I think I want to keep the market square area for that one. I may have a road going around the back here. Yeah, I've got an idea. Don't want to go too far into the farmland, but I do want to get a nice dirt road starting to come up here. And I'm actually going to put another housing plot on the... Let's leave a bit of a gap. And we're going to go... I'm going to start with 2 more. Doesn't need to be the same either. Let's go like that. 2 more houses up there. And then as you can probably guess, we might have a small market there that feeds over this road into this little area as well. There we go. The months of food is going good. At the moment, we don't need to worry about fuel. So we're in May. We've got 6 months of fuel. We just need enough for the winters. We need to make sure everyone's housed to get through. I'm going to go up to 2 in the logging here. And then I'm going to slowly get the mining one ready. Because we are going to need some kind of stone at some point. But I don't want this too close to our village. We're going to go mining camp there. And then we'll pop maybe a little road up to it. But for now, I don't think we will. And then hopefully all of our remaining supplies. So 4 wood, 10 bread, and 1 log. So hopefully all this will disappear. And then we'll be free. I'm not sure how the regional wealth plays into the game. I think it makes the difference on the raids when they come as well. That is one thing to keep in mind. Now, let's have a quick look over the industry here. Let's take a look. So, smithy, clay furnace, malt house, tannery, weaver workshop and a dyer's workshop. Okay, not needing any of that then. I think we're going to have to go with the usual. We're going to go with a generic farmhouse. Now, I'm not sure if we rebuild this. What is that one? Destroyed windmill. Not sure whether people will live this way. So I think for the time being, it's going to have to be the farmhouse. Now, with it being red here, it might make more sense. Let's have a look at the other overlays. We don't want to go on that flax area. Barley, we kind of went over there, actually. We probably shouldn't have done that. But up there, we've got a good rye amount as well. Let's stick to here. And let's get the farmhouse right there. Trees get uprooted when you place it down. It's nothing to worry about, though. We'll leave that on medium, and we'll speed that one through. We'll keep getting this population up a tiny bit, just to get more workers going, hopefully. And with it being May, we do kind of need to get the farm plots down, don't we? So, converts grain into flour. We can rebuild that windmill. So, let's take a look. I think we bring a road up from the farmhouse. We should have had the farmhouse maybe closer. But I think that's okay. Let's not go with too big to start. I think you can expand anyway. Go with a field size of that for now. And then we'll start getting a bit of grain from that. We'll rebuild this. I don't know how that plays into it as well. So bear in mind, guys, I am a very minimal plays on this. So do keep that in mind as much as possible. All part of the fun. And then I'll probably do that, actually. We might have the farms coming round. Don't know whether to order another ox. A livestock merchant will come to your town and deliver the animals. Orders can be placed once a month. Okay. Anyway, let's move on. We're getting the farm up. Let's also get the market in. So, where is the market here? We don't want a tavern. Don't want a church. Corpse pit. Yeah, we'll worry about that at some point. There it is. Marketplace. So, let's get the first bit of market. Doesn't need to be big, to be fair. You get quite a lot of them anyway. We'll get a market over here. That's cool. Right, settlement level increased. Okay, let's take a look at the new message here. Require resources added to inventory. Oh, hello. What was all that? Anyway, a strong militia is paramount to the survival of any settlement. Luckily, a shipment of weapons has just arrived, and you will now be able to create your first militia banners to serve you and protect your people. However, we will need more weapons to equip all the people as the settlement grows, either by making them or importing them from other lands. Let's form the militia. Okay, so we're going to have a mission to form the militia at some point. We don't have people to spare just yet, I'll be honest with you. All right, with that upgrade, though, we are then able to go into our new development tree, which if you just click at the top, I'll just show you. Click in here, you can see it's got a little point here saying that we have it. So, burgage plots level 2 or higher gets us to medium village. So at the moment, we are a small village. What do we have? Foreign suppliers. Firewood cart. A permanent market store which provides a passive income of firewood, as long as the region has enough regional wealth. Region does not pay the transport fee. Must be placed on the marketplace. Oh, a permanent market store which provides a passive income of bread, as long as the region has enough regional wealth. Okay. Trade logistics. Establish a new trade route. Always costs a maximum of 25 regional wealth. Basic armor making. Enable blacksmiths to craft helmets. Oh my god, this is so cool. I'm so happy right now. Orchardry. Okay, we can produce apples. So it happens around September every year. Takes 3 years to grow the trees. We can go sheep breeding. Heavy plow adds a plowing station. Enables employing oxen at the farmhouse for significantly faster plowing. Trapping. So we could go into the meat, actually, in those fields. That might be the one. Yeah, I'm going to go with trapping to start with. So we can get a lay traps in the forest, which gives a passive income of meat. Passive income. I need to know what that is. I'm not sure when we can assign the policies yet, so we'll leave that. I don't know too much about that, so let me know if you do. Keep a close eye here. So we've got 10 timber still. We're looking good on that. So mainly berries. And the firewood stall has started. So we've got our first little marketplace. Let's take a little stroll around our housing estate here as they come up. Oh my god, it's so good. Makes me so happy. What a time to be a gamer in the city building world. Over there, a little bit of smoke coming off the buildings. Our first market stall. This will look great as it starts to build out, I'm sure. We may need to get a little road around it or something. This is going to be set up for firewood. I am going to be going into the treasury for tax policy at some point as well. Now, obviously, the starting retinue will join you in your palace for free if we get the manor up. We're not going to do that. And then cosmetic at the moment, we've got shrubbery and a shrine, so not too much we can do there. Trading post, livestock trading post. We may need to go into that. industry not too concerned with just yet. So at the moment we have the 5 children. I'm not actually sure. So if you hold tab, by the way, this is something really cool. You can see what's going on. So you can kind of see what's assigned to what and what's going on. It's pretty cool. So you can see when something needs building, what can be rebuilt, that type of thing. Even where your ox is. Very cool. So you can see the workers assigned. That's by holding tab. I think in here then, if you want to try these out, I think you can go into... so each of these will have their own thing you can go into for a secondary. Blacksticks brewery extension in their garden. That is nuts. I think I want to try out a couple of different ones. I don't know how well the vegetable gardens will work. I think this one... I'm going to go with a vegetable garden on that one. Just kind of see if it does quite well. We'll have to see if it does even produce anything. Over here, though, we'll probably stick with the basics. So now we don't have enough wealth. Okay, I get it. So as your wealth goes up, based on what you build, you get regional wealth to actually do upgrades. Gotcha. Now, let's go into the map so you can see it. So Waldbrand, obviously I changed the name here. We have Hildebolt von Bunrut and the Outlaws. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm not going to mess with those. You have no rightful claim to sell bits and Hoston. You can do negotiations and stuff. Just a quick look at that. We're obviously directly in the middle, so we need to be careful. Trade point. That's a work in progress, so we can't really do too much with that. That's fine. And then army. We can create new units here. Now, at the moment, we've got some large shields and some spears and 10 recruits. There's going to have to be 10 of 36 for our first militia, right? We're going to remove that. Once we've got people, we'll work on getting those up and running. Oh, look at this. We're getting a couple of market stalls up. It looks so gorgeous, man. They have different thingies. Firewood stall. We've got 2 firewood stalls, have we? Oh, no, food stall. This one here is the food stall. No one on it yet, but it looks awesome. And look at this. They've got their own ox. Since when did you have unassigned guiding an ox? Or is that our transporting ox that you're using? Oh, yeah, you're just transporting to build the field, aren't you? Okay, cool. Just trying to see which one has the best balance for bringing food in. Now, we're not seeing too much here. We're having issues with our stock being damaged by the weather. Can't quite see anything there damaged, but I think it's based on... Oh, it's our old stock stuff over here. That's fine. All right, I'm going to set the crop rotation to wheat so we have it. I'm not going to mess with anything else because I want to just see how it is when they're working on it. And I'm going to make this highest priority, the farmhouse here, so we can start assigning some workers to that one. At the moment, we've got all our houses kind of finishing off and doing their thing based on what we've built in there. But at the moment, we're getting pretty low. Is that the fuel that's the issue? So we're going to need a firewood splitter as well. Let me just take a look at what we're working with here. Okay, we're still building that. So let's go into this one here, sorry. And we're going to go into, not saw pit, we're going to go into firewood. Which is here, right? Yeah. That's fine. We're just struggling for resources based on the amount we built. Sorry, I completely forgot. So we got a logging camp with 2 people. Let's go down to 1 again now. So we get the builders going. And then we've got Woodcutter's Lodge here. Which actually, no, we need that one just high. Let's get the farmhouse done. Then the Woodcutter's Lodge. And I'm going to put the stone to low priority here. Now that I come to think of it, wasting our regional wealth on chickens and vegetable plot on these 2 houses probably wasn't the smartest. It's okay, but what we should have probably done was got a second ox, right? From the hitching post. So we could have actually done that. How much are they? 20 and 30 for a horse. Oh man, I can't wait to get the horses in. The farmhouse is going up though. The remaining pieces are coming in. He's here with it. Well done, guys. Good work. The best building mechanics. Name a better city builder that has it so far. Farthest Frontiers are decent, but these are just... They're so good. The fact that they're all just... They actually all are going there, the spare workers, and doing it. It's just incredible. Right, let's get a farmer assigned. And let's see if they go ahead then and start ploughing this. They should do. And there he is. I think they're both going off to do it. Then what's the add a ploughing station? So we need heavy plough to be able to do that one to that farmhouse. That's fine. These guys, because they're spare, will start to plough this one. It's going to take a while. We're in May already. It'd be nice to get some kind of crops out and then milling, you know. And then we can get this windmill rebuilt. Which, to be fair, I think has most of it. Yeah, so they can just rebuild it, look. And then we can get another granary storehouse built over here. Oh, that one went straight up. New mercenary companies available. Oh, half built. Sorry, they're rebuilding it. So that's what it's going to look like. And now the woodcutter's lodge is going in. So all our buildings are coming through. Nice bit of industry getting going. Who are you? Who's he? Is he a merchant? He looks like a merchant, for sure.
Can I stay where there's drink?
Because he's got loads of goods on him. So we're officially into June. We're not going to be able to grow the crops, I don't think. We may be able to get a little bit of a harvest. Depends on how well we can get that up. Here comes the woodcutter's lodge. Those are going to have its own little fire outside. Oh, yes. So I will assign... The problem is we're going to have 2 in the logging camp. We're doing well on that, though. So... And now we're not building so much. They should go up. And I'm going to assign 1 to this to start getting the firewood stocked up a little bit. Food, I'm not too concerned on. But yeah, based on this, I'm not sure whether any building's actually going to get done then. The ox is just sat here, so that might be the case. So, to be fair, we may need to ramp this up towards the end. I might start smashing in some firewood when it's gone. Yeah. What I'll do is turn off that. We'll smash firewood in towards the end of summer to start building that one up. I think that's what you need to do to balance it at the moment. See how we're doing here. I think the ploughing progress isn't going to be very good unless we just go with the berries for this year. I'm not too sure. They're trying their best though. But what I will say is this homelessness. What is this? Homelessness is a problem here. Previous. We don't have any homelessness. We should be okay. We've only got 5 families at the moment. 5 children. So once they grow up, we're in a really good spot. I think what happens is the farmer and their families... I'm trying to figure out why there's 3 people doing the field harvest. If you know that one, let me know. Because actually, I've only assigned 1 over here. If I go to people... Ah, there we go. Wife, son, and husband. So the family is a farming family. Gotcha. Right, yeah. So I think as the game progresses then, there'll be a better influence on seeing resource sheets and graphs. I don't know if you guys know of a better way. But yeah, I've actually just assigned the... hiding of that to my mouse button now, so I can do it on a whim. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. As you can see here, they've managed to do half the field. I don't know if you can go on to sowing, because there's going to be no growth. We did this too slow. Yeah, we're not going to have that. We may as well switch to fallow right here, because they're not going to be able to do it, right? We're not going to have that in time. It's already June. And then with the other ones, we'll flip to that afterwards. Oh, resource stolen by nearby bandits. 10 tools. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, God. Okay, we got bandits on our shores that they've just stolen. We have no militia to be able to fight them either. All right, we've got 10 militia at the moment. That's all we've got. So I've got them up. I don't know if that's going to be enough to fight, I'll be honest with you. Effectiveness might not be very good. Give me a second. Let's check out the bandits here. So I got some with clubs and shields. We've got spears and shields. I feel like we could probably take that on. So you can manually grab them, so you can run them across here. So that's what we'll do. I'm going to get them over, and we'll see how they get on. I'm going to send them straight in, and we're going to try our first little battle with our first spear militia. 10 of them. Bless them. What are you doing, guys? Well, they got 16, so they're coming. So we're going to have stand your position. We're going to go and fight these. Effectiveness there. So are we going to win? I don't know. Oh, God, I'm scared. Oh, well, either way, we get to see and witness a nice little battle, right? So it begins. Rip their heads off. We got some peasants with swords, spears and shields. They have something that isn't so good. Let's take a look at how this goes. If we start to see their numbers dwindle, hopefully. Oh my God, this is so cool. How are my units doing? Stand your ground. I don't see anyone going down yet. I'm not quite sure what's happening. Push forward. I'm going to get them to push forward on these guys. They're being pushed back. Experience plus 25. Corpses near. Army power balance. Okay, are we weaker? Oh no, we've killed one. I see one going down. Nice. Come on. Kill those numbers. Right, their numbers are dropping. This is good. This is good. I've just sped it up to see. Another one coming in over here. Watch your flank. Oh my god, this is chaos. Oh, we've lost one, but we've killed a good amount. Okay, we're winning. We are winning by a considerable amount. When you've gone to have big armies, this is going to be wild, isn't it? I think we're in a position where we could probably speed this one up and push them back here. Oh yeah, there we go. Their numbers dwindle. Can we steal their weapons as well? I hope so. There we are. Push them, push them. Push them, guys. Do not let them get away. Right, we're going to push on to their camp. And we're going to loot that, I think. Look at that. The death and destruction. There we go. The first battle. Our valiant, whoever that was. I don't know. I don't know how the militia works. Those guys. Okay, we did lose them from the family. So, sorry about that. Right, let's speed them up. Let's get over there. I want to see what they grab from here. Soaked in blood. Look at this. Influence. We gain influence. Can be gained from raising the settlement or killing bandit camps. Okay, cool. There we go. What have we got? When searching through the enemy belongings, you find a stash of goods. They could be sent to your people who surely need them, though. It is right to keep it. This belongs to my treasury now. Send resources to nearest town. I'm going to send to nearest town. Regional wealth gain. Although, no, that's in the regional. I should have kept that, shouldn't I? Alright, we're getting a good amount of food in. Those eggs are working. We're getting a good amount of berries in, so I'm not concerned. We are 6 months. June. That takes us all the way to November, to be fair. We'll leave that one fallow, and that means we could probably unassign the farmhouse because they don't need to do that. And I'm going to try and start to get a bit of a surplus on the firewood. That was very cool. I can't wait to do the big battles. That's going to be super fun. Oh, there we go. Disband. Sorry, we can disband them. Hopefully I get my weapons back. Don't think you do. All right. Cool. Let's keep that in mind then. If you disband them, you don't get the weapons back. But at the same time, we managed to get rid of them. I don't think the tools are used for much. We did gain some tools somehow, though. So that's cool. Yeah, we'll work on the fuel now. So we've got that going. We've got one person in there. So that should start to then see this go up. We'll start getting that ready. And we're in a good standing, I think. But guys, that is going to be where I end this one out. Please do me the honors of hitting the thumbs up. If you aren't subscribed, please do as well. And as always, I hope you're great and enjoying it so far. As always, guys, take it easy. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.